Okay, so everything is recording. Welcome to the class. So today, as always, we are going to do Neurographica, and I offer you to try something new. Today we will draw pyramids, not just the circles, but triangle, big one. So the triangle represents leadership, and it represents that you have to take some responsibility for your actions, for your motivations, for your desires, and for your mission as well. So today I want to introduce you one of the famous pyramids, like pyramid that was developed by Robert Dilts. He is a very famous writer, and I highly recommend to read at least one of his books. So there is a lot of information. He is considered guru of NLP. So there is many methods that he uses and how he really sees the coaching in general. So today I will introduce my interpretation of his pyramid. So I want to be very clear that this is my interpretation integrated with Neurographica, how we can go on different levels and see what each level represents. So this will be our agenda for today. So let me switch camera and we'll just start drawing without any foreplay. So just go directly to what we need to do. Here we are. So I want to show you one of the books that I have. So it's From Coach to Awakener by Robert Dilts. So there is a lot of information here. So it's really toolbox for any coaches, and it's I highly recommend to read it and to get familiar. But there's like several books, so on Amazon you can find, and if you're interested, I can put some information in info box related to it. So today we will work with Robert Dilts' pyramid of logical levels of learning and change. What is really, how is it everything that surrounds us, what does it represent, and how we can affect it, and how does it affect us as well. So you can choose the topic, as always we do in Neurographica. What kind of situation in your life you want to discover. So it could be your business, your health, your what else, relationship, your family, your education, your maybe what else, what other topics could be. So I'm wondering. So pick what is important for you, what you are not satisfied for any reason, something that goes slower than you expect, or maybe something that is not as you expected, something that you want to change, and we will work with this. So I will work with my topic today will be my business. So I want it really to thrive, and it's really want to make sure that it's moving forward. So on your piece of paper, we are going to work vertical. Today we will grow, so it will be vertical pyramid. And I will show you the pyramid the way the Robert Dilts really drawing it. It's not, I know that several people do it a little bit different, but today I offer you to use the way the Robert presented. I've seen some of his videos, and it's really, I like the idea that he's doing. So we are not going to the very top. So we are going to from somewhere in close to the top, but not on the top exactly. And we will draw a pyramid. Like really draw big. And this is actually will be extended. Like this will be like another triangle that goes up. It's like, as a Neurographica instructor, I'm like a little bit tense, like I see so much corners. So there's a very high desire to round a little bit them, so they're not so conflict. So I want to make sure that it's a little bit round. And now we divide it on 5 levels. Yes, 5 levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that some people divide it in 6, but the 6th level will be above. So the 6 levels, again, I just presented the way I've seen it from Robert Dilts himself. So if he changed his opinion, we'll just go with this.
Miss Anna, may I ask a question? Should they be equidistant, more or less, or does it matter?
See, like I would expect like equal, but maybe some of them will be bigger for you than other ones. And my as equal, just like you don't see the whole page of my drawing, so there is a little bit hidden from the from you, some bottom of my drawing. So this is the pyramid, and we will talk about each level in details and see how each level affects each other. So the whole idea of pyramid, logical levels pyramid, is really that you cannot resolve your issues when you stay on the same level as you are right now. If you're not satisfied with your environment, with your what you have right now, you have to go to the different level. So different level is really affecting your bottom level, and it goes the same way. So if you want to resolve anything on this level, you have to go one level up and look what you can change here, so it will be affecting your next level. And it goes all the way down. And the same from this one. So it's you don't have to draw this arrows, just a reminder for me that we are going from level up to affect, to change anything on the level below. So the first level on this pyramid represent environment. You may you can write it down if you want, but it's and when you pick a topic, you can draw environment. Is it who around you, what they do, like what kind of surroundings you have, what you have, like tangible things, like maybe it's house, it's maybe people, money could be tangible. It's everything that around you. So people, things, communication, so everything that is where and when. So location of your presence right now, everything is a result, everything is on the bottom. And you can draw circles that will represent what you have right now related to the topic. So for example, my topic is about business. So my environment will be, so I have regular classes and I draw circles that represent my environment. And what I have business partners that I'm working with. We have 2 Facebook groups. I have permission to teach class, and so you can draw your own environments, what you have related to the topic. And if you are not satisfied with something, it's representing something as well. So, but we don't, let's say we don't have so many clients. So clients are really not as many as I would love to. And we have, and maybe.
So Anna, can we do this?
One more time, I did not hear you.
Anna, can we do this for love?
Yes.
To bring
and for love, like if you, for example, the topic is love. Do you have enough communication with people? Do you have enough feeling, like do you feel safe with those people? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel admired by those people? Do you have enough people to share your love with? Like see what can be, who is representing love in your environment? It could be not just people, but it could be animals, could be pets, could be nature as well. So see what is the environment for you. Did I answer your question, Kenny?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So see what else is in your environment and what you want to change in this environment. What is exactly that you are not satisfied with yet? So, and I have already quite an experience in teaching. So this is really my environment. And they can be different circles, different sizes, and they will be representing different things. If you feel like there should be circle here, but you don't know yet what it represents, just draw it. See, maybe the meaning will be later, some more understanding, there will be some clarity later. So this is the environment. So it's quite concrete, it's tangible. This is what you can, in most cases, feel and have and touch and really count in some way. So there is some kind of experience with them, like a very physical experience. And if you're not satisfied with this, you can go on level up. And the level up represents behavior. And it answers the question, what do I do? Like, or what to do? How, what should I do? Like, so it's really answer question, what to do. What to do, how to change your behavior. Like, it's really like, I keep repeating the same quote by Albert Einstein, that it's insanity to repeat the same actions and expect different results. So if you do the same things over and over, and you expect that something will be changed in your environment, this is insanity. This is wasting of your time. So if you want to change anything on this level, you need to make sure that you change your behavior, that you do something different. And you don't have to change everything at the same time, but you can change a little bit. You can change some small adjustments and see how it really reflected. So if you're, what else you can do? See how you can, maybe it's you need to improve your communications, or maybe do some real actions, or maybe you do some invite people in your business. So draw some circles that will represent your behavior, what you do, what you can do, what you can try, what you can experiment with, what you can play with. So those questions that you can answer for yourself. So very interesting and very effective experiment you can do, like when you look at this, at your situation, but when as it's not yours, but let's say that a friend of yours, or maybe some stranger, came to you and asked for an advice, what they can do to improve their topic. and how you can be not emotionally attached to the situation, not emotionally attached to any expectations and any limitations and any belief systems, and just give advices like you would be a random people, or you would be a person that you want to help. So what kind of actions you can try, and draw those actions for yourself. So see what really can be adjusted, what can be changed. So we can, for example, what to do? We can invite a person, professional person who is good at marketing. We can try different topics for the channel, or maybe even create a new, completely new subject for discovering. And I'm talking as we, because it's a business, as a teamwork. So you can work with yours for sure on just using I. And else, what else I can do? Other things more. One of these options that you can stop doing it at all. So it's a it's a option as well. Or you can really change your patterns, some kind of patterns, or change the schedule. Maybe it should be the schedule changed. Maybe it's a different day for classes. One of those options as well. Maybe you can do not live classes, but pre-recorded classes. You can change price. You can, so you can draw all the circles that really represent. And again, I'm working with the business model, but you can work with anything else. See how it really resonates. And if you have any questions, if you have challenge to identify the circles for you, for yourself, let me know. We will do some brainstorming for you. It's really a great opportunity to see how this could be working for different topics, for different subjects. And I believe that it's a very universal situation, and you can work with any topic based on this pyramid. Okay, so you changing something on your behavior level, and as a result, there will be some changes on environment. Again, there is no warranty that it will be as you expect. It may be slower than you expect. It may be different from your expectation, but there will be some changes, and changes not just on a tangible level, but environment, like people around will change. Your communications will change. Your community will be changed as well. Yeah, maybe we need to invite some people in different languages. Okay, so I have my levels of environment, and I have my level of behavior. But if I want to change the behavior, if I need to, I know that I need to change something, but I don't know how. And the answer to this question, how, goes on the next level, level 3, the level of skills and capability. So it's skills and this is really what you need to learn to change your behavior. How you can change it, like what kind of education, what kind of information you need, how you can improve the skills. So this is really, and if we're talking, for example, about topic love, what kind of information you can get? The information can get from people who are happy in their relationship, in their love. So there could be some asking for, just not even just asking for advices, but even just observing what they do. This is really the skill to observe how other people work with their communication in their relationship. Maybe book, maybe professional consulting, maybe some skills. I don't know what else could be skills about relationships. See what you are strong at, like maybe some of these skills that you are not aware of. Maybe you could be take some dance classes and maybe some art classes, just to feel yourself with different skills. And different skills will bring new behavior patterns, and it will change the environment as well. So there will be so much ripple effect, the butterfly effect, that like you changing something here and it will change. So the skills and capabilities. So what kind of skills? So one of my skills that I want to have specific certification. I want to have maybe some degree in psychology, or maybe one of the skills is if I will dare to go for PhD. We'll see. It'll still be on the table. And the skills could be they can be from different aspects, from different fields, not directly connected to what you are working with. But when you expand your horizons, when you expect your qualifications, you can expand your behavior. You can integrate some skills and create something new, create new patterns, create new reactions, create new understanding. And as a result, there will be changes. Like even if you go to college, you will have new people around you. There will be new things that you will learn, some new things that you will explore. Okay. Younger people. I want younger people. Okay, and you draw those circles that can be, they can be on some edge between those levels. You don't really have to be in the box. You don't have to limit yourself. And you see, like when it's getting wider to the bottom, like if you change a little bit in your skills, it's really expand a lot your behavior. And it will affect many environments around you, like many things around you. So the higher we go, the bigger effect it will have. So it's very important for you to go higher and higher and change a little bit there. Because like the higher you go, the more, the longer lasting effects it will have. Right? Let's say like if you learn another language, or if you learn another field of interest, or another skill acquired, it will last with you for the rest of your life. The things will not last. People will not, they may come and go. So behavior can change, but skills can be lasting for a very long time. So see how it's working. So when we try to change something here, we go here and here. So, but how I like, okay, so I know that I need to be like, to get education, or I need to change my skills, I need to change my capability, or uh, something very important, and I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if I'm capable to do it even. So we go to the next level, and next level is responsible for our beliefs and values. And it's actually, there is a interesting level. This level has like two very concrete segments, and those segments will be have a positive charge and negative charge as well. Some of them will be our limitations, some of them will be our motivations and really encouragement to move forward. So it's a very important for us to see, what do I believe into, what kind of values I have. Let's say that, like, if we're working with the business, so the value for me as a business, that I really proud of the product that I provide, like the services that I provide, that I'm really, this is the value. It's a limitation at the same time. So I cannot just do whatever I want. Like, I will have to sleep well with it. Like, there will be so much requirements from my internal position. And beliefs could be limiting as well. So beliefs could be, for example, one of the beliefs that, like, after 40, it's too late to start any businesses. Stupid beliefs, but there is some some emotions related to it. So you can see what kind of beliefs, like if there is any limiting beliefs that you have. And it's very important to acknowledge them, recognize them, and change them. Like when I say like that, just to look at them like, okay, so yes, I have such belief, what should I do? Like, it's not so easy to really transform them. So exactly what the belief is. For example, after 40 or after 50, there is a too late to start any businesses for a woman. It's a limit, definitely limitation, definitely limiting beliefs. And how you can change it in 180 degrees. It's like really, or make it inside out, present your mind some other argument that it will be opposite, like that you can say like, no, maybe it's the best time to start any businesses. I have experience, my children are grown up, I have enough education to start anything, so I have let's see what else I have. Feels like I have some security that, like, I don't have to worry about right now about dating or anything, because I'm married, safe and sound here. So, and I really can experiment right now. I don't have to worry that, like, I need to feed my child right away, because so everything is, for me, I'm talking about myself, like everything is really working, that maybe it's really the best time for me to start. Maybe it's the only time that I will have. There will be much harder when I will be later, and it was not available. There was no such options before. So I can find the opposition of the belief system. I can turn the negative into positive, and see how you can work with every belief you have, and with every value you have. Values and other things, like if people really if for them, the family doesn't have much value, or let's say that independence has much higher value than family, it will be very hard to align all those other aspects related to it. You have to be very honest. What is your values? How is it really can be impacting? Or like people who are complaining that like they have no time for health, for their routine, for running, for diet, for everything. So look at the values. Is this really the health is the value? Is it really important for them to be healthy? Do they really recognize it as a priority for them? And if it's a priority, they will take some information, they will learn some information, they will find some techniques and methods, something that they need to learn to change their behavior and to change some patterns in things, like some changes in their environment as well. So it's very critical to know your beliefs, recognize them. There is many beliefs that has secondary benefits, and they are very hard to recognize. So maybe it's not so obvious, but just pay attention. Like if you're not having enough money, see what you believing in. Some belief system could be ingrained in our mind from the childhood, from our parents, from our families, from the book that you read. Maybe you've seen something on TV, and for some reason that money associated with for you with some danger or with some evil, and it's maybe unconsciously, subconsciously, you will align the rest of it with this belief system. So see how you can track those belief system and change them from negative to positive. So this is a value, the level of beliefs and values. They say why I'm doing this in this way. And next, very important, your identity, your role. What kind of role you identify you with? Identity. Do you identify yourself with a victim? Do you identify yourself with a businesswoman? Do you identify yourself with a beautiful woman, with a healthy person, with or you identify yourself with this like a sacrifice, or some kind of suffering person all the time from your childhood? Or maybe you identify yourself with as a healer. So see what kind of role you want to identify yourself with. And this is a very important to understand, that every person has many roles. I can be mother, I can be wife, I can be teacher, I can be friend, I can be co-worker or colleague or mentor, I can be I don't know who else I can be. I can be an artist, so I can be just a silly girl or beautiful woman. So it could be any role that you have. So see, when we're going related to the topic, what will be on the top of your pyramid? What will be your role? So how do you identify yourself with this role? Like which role is it going to be related to this environment that you wanted to change at the beginning? So see how that really working for you. See how that, for me, it's interesting, but for me, like I wanted, for example, to change this business topic, but I identify myself as a teacher. there is nothing really related to the business with my identification. So it's my decision if I want to try different role, or if I want to align everything in my pyramid related to the top, to the role that I feel more comfortable with. So you can try different roles, or you can try to align your pyramid with the role that you are already comfortable. So see what you really want to. New roles will give you more opportunities. New roles will give you more information. They will give you more values. They will give you more behavior, new strategies, and it will be really changing. There will be so many changes. So see what kind of role you want to. I really have struggled to identify myself as a businesswoman. It's interesting. And if we look at every person has several pyramids at the same time. So it's like if we look at this from the top, there will be several pyramids together. So it will be like a flower. It could be 6, 8 pyramids together. So, and you will have all these different roles. Each pyramid will have different role. And for effectiveness for the person, it's very important to understand that you have to learn how to switch from role to role. If you are a businesswoman and you came home and you still be businesswoman when you tried to take care of your child, there will be some challenges in your behavior. Like there will be different patterns needed to take care of your child. So it's really very important to switch quickly between those roles. Okay, so I will take an experiment. I will try this role of a businesswoman. We'll see. For some reason, it's such a challenge. Like, okay, business woman. But I found the key note, like the key problem of my issue. Like, why is it really there is no satisfaction here, because there is nothing here related to it. So here I already solved my mystery. So now I need to see what kind of identity, what kind of values I have to have, what is important will be for me. So, and you don't have to be like really concrete with this role. It may evolve, it may change, so there will be some shifts here as well, but it may requires a lot of time to develop. So maybe right now I don't feel as a businesswoman. I hardly can identify myself because there is not much aligned information related to it. I don't have much understand my values, but it may develop, and in 20 years or maybe in 10 years there will be much more understanding. So I will have much more values, beliefs, I will have much more skills, and I will behave like one, and everything will be aligned related to it. So the business identity is very important. If you identify yourself as a victim, it's very challenging to change anything here. Victim really just expect that everything will happen to them. They expect that somebody else will take care of them, somebody else will take responsibility, somebody else will take actions as well, because they believe everybody owes them. Like they have no intention to do anything by themselves. So it's a very difficult position to be in a victim role. And if you're just changing the role, like I'm not a victim, but I am, I'm a creator of my life, and everything that happens to me has the purpose. Everything will be aligned to it. You will start have different values. You will have, you will learn and acquire skills that need to be, will motivate you to move forward, and you will change your behavior, and everything can be changed in your environment. So it's a very important role. And it's very important not just for yourself to see this role in yourself, like, but maybe you can see this role in somebody else and recognize it, and how you can be connected to this role. What can be your role model? So see what you, from who you want to learn and what you want to learn. So you may observe it from them. What is going on beyond this role? When we have so many roles in our lives around us, what is beyond? The beyond goes the level that goes beyond identity. This is really the level of mission. What I believe my life purpose is. What I want to achieve in my life, which will be aligned with all my roles. Do you want to, if you consider yourself as a mission to be a comforting person for as a family member, and it will be like the whole life will be dedicated to it, all different roles will be related to it, and it will be beautifully aligned, and you will take care about everybody. You will be developing many skills related to it, and be happy at the end. Different people have different missions. Not everyone has to conquer the world. It's like some people can be very happy and very satisfied within their families, and it's perfectly fine. But if your mission is to impact, and you will, like, even if you're within your family, family is your life, family is your world, and you're not just impacting them, but you will impact the world by creating happy community, happy family, happy environment for other people. So, have you ever witnessed, like, when happy families attract so many friends around them, and like they admired and they loved by those happy mothers, happy grandmothers. Like there is always so much people around happy ones. So it's it doesn't say like if you are family oriented and this is your mission that you will be hidden from the people. It's not, but it will be just different values for you, different meanings, and different environment as well. But if your mission is something beyond the like improve something in humanity, or improve something to discover something, or to represent bigger meanings and bigger purposes. So this is the mission, and you can draw it like a big circle here that will represent your mission. Maybe you don't understand yet, what is my mission? See if you want to explore it. See if you even want to think, what is my mission? What I really want to be, dedicate my life. You can call it mission, you can call it karmic destiny, you can call it purpose in life. There's many words for it. Maybe your mission is really to discover divine love and or be channel of love to the world, and it's will be very beautiful mission, very powerful, very needed. So now we have this many circles. Now we're going to explore and connect everything with neurolines. And we just go and connect everything with neurolines and connect everything to the mission and go beyond. So you connect, and you can go beyond the pyramid. You can go on sides as well and see how it's really expanding. You can explore other people around you. There are other pyramids, there are other belief systems, there are other skills that you can be connected to. You can be connected through your relationship, through your communications. There is many people in your family system that you can be have different values as well, and it could be connected with them as well. So see how you can be connected and explored with all those beautiful lines. See how that really working. Do you feel like energy starts moving when we just start drawing those needle lines? Like I feel so much heat in my body right now. So pay attention. How do you breathe? Is there any changes? And again, like some of the circles may start appearing. Maybe you will want to try something different. Maybe you can create some new beliefs or new value that is really important for you. Feed more energy, feed more lines to the mission. And as a result, you can use this, activate the mission from above and connect everything, align everything with this mission. Maybe you don't clearly understand yet, but it's very important to understand that I have a mission. There is a meaning of my, bigger meaning of my existence. I'm not just small person. I am I can inspire other people, I can influence other people, I can be connected to other people as well. So it's very important to see yourself as an important member of community. Very powerful. Because energy is coming from above. It's you are the channel. Even if you're like your mission doesn't mean that like, oh my gosh, like your ego is just like go beyond any any limitations. But your to activate this mission, you need blessing from above. So allow yourself to be blessed. Blessed by skies, blessed by divinity, blessed by people. We're really looking to be seen by other people. We're looking to be blessed by other people. And it's very important to have this blessing. So see how you can connect to everything. And of course, we start rounding all these corners because it's, at least on my, it's always like so many lines. There's always so many. And again, as a base, there is a triangle. Triangle is really representing leadership. When I say like something right now I'm not satisfied with, I'm ready to take responsibility and actions to change it. I'm changing my behavior. I'm changing myself. There is nothing really in this pyramid that you are trying to change somebody else. You are changing your perceptions to life, your meaning in life. And it's a very important to understand that only person that you are taking responsibility of is yourself. You are enough to take care of. And it's your in a different roles, you will take care of other people as well. Like if you will be in the role mother, you will take care of the person, but it will be presented on a different level. You will not take care of their mission. You will not take care of their skills that you will have to acquire. You will have to acquire your own skills to be mother, but it's not really, you have to learn something that they need to learn in their lives. And you will be beautiful role model for people around you. Is it children? Is it adults? Whoever it can be. Be a role model that really happy with or satisfied with achievements, with the purposes, with these goals that you are setting up. So this is really a lot of information that you can look at your life and look at your purposes and see how it's really changing over life. Like maybe several years ago, you would never expect that you will be here right now, drawing some purpose in life. So maybe a few years ago, it was really something ridiculous for you. Life is changing, people are changing, and it's very important to be aware of all this motivations and limitations that we have in our lives. And if you can transform limitations in motivations, it will be very beautiful and very dynamic life. You will be like very inspired to move forward. Nothing will really stop you. Like all the information, all the energy will come to you from when you aligned with your mission. Let's say it this way: when you aligned with your mission, everything starts aligning. Like people coming to your way, information will come to your way. There will be so much opportunities. And it's a very important, like we still come back to this mission. So my mission, as I see it, like I was, when I was preparing to the class, and I already quite long time since I already thinking about what is the mission? What is my mission that really motivates me to move forward? I recognize my mission as a ability, I still learning, I still acquire skills, but as a mission, I want to be able to see this divine seed in every person, like to see this greatest potential that those people represent. Maybe they don't believe in it yet, but if I will be able to recognize it, maybe not even do something about it. Like I don't know yet, like if I really have to do anything about it, but how to be able to see it, how to be able to connect to the bigger meaning for every person, to see this potential in everyone, beyond their behavior, beyond their belief system, like to really recognize this divinity in every soul that crossed my way. It's like, it would be beautiful mission. So we'll see, maybe it will adjust. I don't know, it's quite for me, it's a quite big one. So because I'm not there yet, but I teach myself. I take a role as a teacher and as a student as well, because I'm learning as well. And I have some values related to it. I acquire some skills, I develop my behavior patterns, and as a result, I have a different environment, different from many of my friends, different from many of my family members as well. So just because I recognize a different mission, maybe I want even, maybe I will be. So don't be generous with your mission. So the mission really can be very big and very powerful. So, and it's okay if you don't see the whole potential yet. If you don't recognize the whole potential yet, try to see if you feel comfortable with the size of the mission. Try to see if it's something that you can resonate, your body resonates, like, okay, so I increased my mission, like it wasn't big enough, and I feel like, okay, so now I can deeper, I can breathe deeper, I can be more present. Somehow I feel more present and more dedicated. This is what really will motivate you to wake up and like do something new every day. Like really motivate. It's a great motivation to experience this, to have the mission. I'm like, and I really believe that mission in general is not something that you just acquire and do like a purpose in life. That's something that the goal that you have to reach. The mission, in my understanding, and you can agree or not, is a process, and how you can navigate and how you can use this process and be happy and inspired on every step of this mission. There's no like a milestone that you need to reach and say like, okay, done, mission accomplished. But it's how you can adjust to different steps of the mission, how you can be very present at every step of it, and see the purpose, like see the bigger meaning in it. So it's how I can be happy about them. Yeah, for some reason, like joyful, joy coming to me, like it's very important to experience joy. Joy that my life really has a meaning. My life has a impact something or somebody, and it's really be recognized, like what I'm doing. It's, so bring more lines, and on sides of your pyramid, you may meet other people. You can draw some circles on sides that will have their own missions. Okay, so this person is quite big, so I don't know who it is. maybe it's my, and remember, like when we're looking at a different on the pyramid, it will be like a circle again, because there is each person has so many roles. It will be a circle. You know, when we have so many roles together, it will be almost perfect circle. So. Another thing very interesting that Robert Dilts is saying that if you want to help somebody to change something in their life, your role as a helper will depend on which level you want to change. For example, if you want to change something on the level of environment, you will be caregiver. You will have to take care of things. You have to take care of, make sure that people are safe, that provided with, I don't know, food and money. So you will really provide things. And this is important in some cases, like for children, for sick people, for some other like if you taking care of a drug addicted, you can really have to take some basic steps to make sure that you move this person from the poisonous environment and bring it to some safe environment. And the same like with children, with elder people. So there is a needed, but it's a, you have to understand that you are operating on this level. If you want to make sure that the people can take care of their environment by themselves, you need to make sure that you teach them how to change their behavior. This level is already a level of coaching, and coaching is actually everything that is above, that you really teach how to change behavior and how to change this potential take care of themselves, to make sure that they can create the patterns and action that will take responsibility for themselves, for their surroundings. Another thing that we like, if you're going to this level of skills and capability, the best you can do, be a teacher, to teach those skills, to teach those, not just train them how to use the skills, but how to really give the information, give the better understanding, so they can really learn themselves how to be a coach for themselves, self-coaching. And so this is the level of skills and capability. If you want to go on the level beliefs and values, you are already a level of mentoring. You say like, no, you are bigger than those limitations, you're bigger than those belief system. You can really impact values of the person. You can inspire new values in the person. And if you want to go beyond, if you want to go to the level of roles, this is a level Robert Dilts recognized it as a sponsorship. When you see greatest potential in the person, even beyond the belief system, beliefs that a person is really stuck in, you can recognize them bigger than they are at this moment. So it's really very important to see some potential in other people. So this is the level of a sponsorship. There are some very rarely some people who can go even beyond. So some people can be awakening, like people who see your mission even before you can see it. So it's a very powerful level when you can see the some great potential in other people. It's it would be very important to understand what the person, where is the person is right now, and how you can be helping them. Like, because depending where you are right now, you can really, you have to provide different services, different skills, different help. It's very interesting. So if the person doesn't want to change any behavior, you just provide caregiving. So you just provide some basics. But if person is already trying to do something, and it's really just need some inspiration and some adjustments in their behavior, it's coaching. This is what really already motivation to go and do something different. And I don't say that like if some levels are better, some levels are worse, simpler. Different people, different goals in life, different purposes in life. Like there is no really judgment. It's just like we are different, and it's okay. And it's really what makes life interesting and beautiful, and everybody is needed. Everybody has their own place and their own meaning in life, and it's very important to recognize that everybody has meaning. Different, but it doesn't mean that like somebody is more important than others. We can be acquiring our mission beautifully and be very happy with this. And other people can have such a big and powerful expectation from themselves that it will be much challenging. It's every person's really create their own goals. They have different and as a result will be different achievements.
Anna, did you say that if a person doesn't want to change, and then the coach cannot help them?
If person doesn't want to change any of their behaviors, it's most likely they just expecting that you will take care of them. You will listen to them, you will do some, provide some services to them, but not really teaching them to do anything differently. So because from the level 2, it's already, when we're talking about behavior, the first behavior that we have to do, like take responsibility for what I'm doing, is causing what I have.
Okay, yes. And then, so if a person who doesn't want to change their behavior comes to a coach, and the coach cannot do anything because they don't really want to change, right?
You can show that, like, if they want to change, there needs to be some behavior changes. And it will be their decision if they want to move forward or not. It's like you can give fish constantly, give fish and give, and it really doesn't change anything. Or you can teach them how to fish, like give them a pole and like teach them how to fish. It's a different approach. Like, and as a coach, you working on the level of behavior. If the person came to you and say like, I have no money,
but I don't want to change myself.
But I don't want to change anything. Like, I don't want to change the job. I don't want to acquire any new skills. There is not much you can do. You can advise to buy a ticket, lottery ticket, but even it requires some action. Even it requires some change of the pattern. So it's there will be some, if you want to change, you need to change at least level of behavior, at least.
That's like an energy vampire, right?
It's a
where they're kind of taking and wanting.
I'm thinking about New Agers. New Agers, they think that if everything should be easy and they should just think about manifesting money and money will come. I wasn't thinking about energetic vampires, but maybe energetic vampires are also another. How would they be?
It's really the question of any person. It's about if you have a mission to prove the world that life is easy, then it will be funny, but everything will be aligned with this mission, and the universe will support this mission, and it will be easy for you, and it will be manifesting money in everything. But if your mission is different, maybe your mission is to teach something different, not just as easy, but how you can be communicating with people, how to connect other people. You really will be different alignment to it. There will, in anything, in like in Pavel Piskaryov repeats it many times, and I'm maybe I'm not enough times repeated, that whatever we have energy more than required to resolve any issues seems easy to us. If I have enough energy to enough time, enough resources to to expand my business, I have enough skills, like everything seems simple to me. There will be, like nothing special. Yes, it's a new business for me. Like it didn't take much time. It didn't take much effort. I just like did what I do all the time.
Because that's your belief,
simple,
right?
Like if it's my belief, yes. If it's my skills, even it's if you have skills, if I have all the resources I needed. So if my resources are exceeding to resolve any issues, it will be simple. But if I have such limiting resources and such big things to acquire, it will be exhausting, it will be very challenging, it will be very difficult. So you need to make sure that you are activating all this in energy, all these resources that you have. Like if you want to, let's say, run marathon, and you have barely enough energy to walk 100 yards, the marathon will be
Very challenging.
Very like it will be almost like dying. So so it's very important to see where you can acquire those resources. What are your resources? What are your missions? What are your um, skills and values? Like the values really gives a lot of motivations, and it's really brings so much inspiration and people coming to people who has the same values, the same meaning, the same, not necessarily purposes, but it's good, the values bring similar people. If you have a value that I create a very supporting, very gentle, very not judgmental community, I will attract people who has the same value. It doesn't mean that we all will be like doing the same thing, but it's a value, a core value will be the same.
Because you'll be attracting others that resonate at your vibration.
Yes, all of it is has the same vibration, and it will be. That's why if you are, I don't know how to say it. If you are inspired by your mission, you will vibrate on the level that will create this vibrational pattern that people, even without words, will be picking up this vibration. You will just, presence at some point will be enough as an example, and it will be maybe not right away. There will be so much to learn, there will be so much skills to acquire, and you will have to do something. It's not just like you sit, meditate, and it will be enough. For some people, it's enough. There are so many people in India who dedicate, they recognize this, their mission is to praise the Lord, and it's enough. It's their mission, and they do their own, they acquire their own values, skills, and behavior. And people are attracted to this as well, who has similar values. Like for those who recognize that this is important. So, but if your mission is to do something, to achieve something, let's say, no, people who pray, like they really, they have quite high goals. They really looking for this big experiences, unity with the divinity. It's not, it's usually there is a very big expectation there. And I talking about it because I'm like, I had my own expectations related to it. I was at some point in my life, I thought like maybe praying is really enough. Maybe, and I still cannot say that it's not. It's not for me.
It's like with the joke that about the lottery ticket.
Yes. You have to you have to buy at least it.
Yes, it's just that a lot of, especially millennials, they are they think that it should be easy. They think that no effort is required. They think that is everything should come to them. They're entitled to have everything easy, fast, And in America, it's very popular. Fast food, fast everything, getting rich fast.
It's interesting, but yes, it's different cultures have different beliefs and different values. And sometimes the rebellions, and millennials are rebellions, like they really say like, no, we are not going to do the way everybody is in culture and do something different. And I think it's a more like some kind of opposition to what we everybody else is doing. Like if everybody is hardworking and really paying bills, and Americans are hard workers. Like there is no question. Like Americans work a lot. They paid well for it usually, but it's America. We work 16 hours sometimes a day, and some people, and for some people it's really normal. So it's like we work, but rebel and say like, no, I don't want to do this, and I want something simpler. I want something different. For example, in Asia, there's so many people gambling. There is the biggest casino are in China, or I believe it's in Hong Kong. There's like the whole island that's dedicated to it, because people work so hard, but it's such a depleting belief. Like if I work and that like money are coming only from hard work, that I want something simple, and I want something more pleasant, and I want some different experience in my life. So there is as a result, there is poor people leaving these casinos, but it's there is some very important as a rebellion to the system, as a rebellion to this traditions, cultural traditions. So I cannot say that it's bad, like it's just different. There is some very deep roots in and I'm like, honestly, I wish I wish to that everything is simple and everything is effortless, and we just need to dream. There is some wisdom in it, like maybe not as a simple, but there is manifestation can happen, and we just manifestation just requires so much mental concentration that it's not for everyone. Maybe some people can really focus on this mental pictures and manifest it. Like for me, mental work, intellectual work requires much more energy than just drawing. So we are doing pretty much the same. So we are we are manifesting the same. We recognizing something different in it. So it's cannot say that I'm one of them pretty much.
Well, it's like the people that are born into wealth, you know, their belief is that they're always going to be wealthy, typically. You know, it just is, it's just born into them, and they don't know anything different. So they carry that through their lives, kind of like someone that has maybe been born into a less fortunate family, and they take on the belief system of their family about money and how hard it is and how hard you need to work. And Whereas someone that's born into wealth is, oh no, it just comes to me easily.
Yeah, it's a family tradition. It's a or family experience. It's a and they really don't understand how that you can think differently, because for them it's always been there. So it's a very true about different experiences and families. But there are some beliefs that we really, some culturally acquired as well. It's not just families, but the cultures as well. Like when people get born, like let's say in Russia in 90s, there will be very dangerous to have a lot of money. You could be killed very easily. I believe in US maybe it was a longer time ago, but there was similar situations when money were quite a dangerous thing. To be a businessman could be very dangerous. Like everybody get jealous, especially when you are so different from everybody else. There start be a lot of negativity around it. So how you can, your mission is actually become a protection of yourself. Like you really taking this vibration as a protection. It's my opinion, so that we can use this vibration as a protection. And every level becomes your resource and your limitations. Let's say that you are born in a poor family. This is your environment you were born. So how you can change traditional behaviors related to your family, go to acquire different skills to make sure that you are more effective with your behavior, change different values, and change as a result your environment. And the same, like all these wealthy people who are children, golden children who were born in rich families, I cannot say that all of them really spoiled, because like in most cases, rich parents work so hard that children really learn that, like, okay, money, like yes, there is always money, but there is always some skills, education required, and some knowledge and some other skills that you need to be aware of. It cannot say like this, golden children never work. Like there is many beautiful examples when they are hard workers. They really great education, very smart people. So it's I cannot say that there is, it could be resource or limitation at the same time. For like it could be two different, like two children born in the same family, and some of them, like one will be recognize it as a resource and move forward and use this as a opportunity to have education and try something different, and expand this legacy of your parents or legacy of yourself. And other people say like, oh, I have everything, so I don't have to move and do anything. I can just spend and live luxurious life. So it will be the same environment, but different people will have different belief system, different values. And as a result, they will expand this environment or maybe or limit it, like they can deplete it as well. So I cannot say, like, really, it's I've seen so many different examples already in my life. Like it's environment is such an easy thing to change, that it's really maybe not as fast for some people, but it's changeable. It's a dynamic. This is that is really affected by so many factors on top of it. That, like, if your mission, if you pick the mission and it will stay for you for the whole life, in most cases, it's maybe expanding, it can be changing a little bit, but mostly you will have the same. And values and roles will be quite for very long time. Things that around us, they are very dynamic. They come and go, they really changing, they moving from one hand to another, and they one day they satisfy you, another day you wake up and it feels like it's not enough. So there is a lot of emotional connections to things. There is I cannot say that we have to be really stuck with the environment. It could be you have to recognize there is environment is a result of everything else. It's actually there is a circulation of energy. It could be a result, or it could be a motivation. So the energy is going from the bottom to top and from the top to bottom. So again, so you can use for some people who born in the poor families, like really were inspired to, like, no, I will change my life. I will move forward. I will be reach skies, and I will do a lot. I will get famous. I will get recognized. There could be big motivation in because you're born poor, and for some people it's a limitation at the same time. So you really have to there is no universal answer. You can see, like, what is really you believing it, what is your values. Is it your value to stay with your parents, or is it your value to explore your world? So it could be the same opportunities, and the same different people will react differently to them. So, but that's why we don't really compare different people. We always look at ourselves, like, what is important for me today? Like, how do I answer those questions? Is this environment a limitation for me, or is it a resource? How I can, or maybe the same environment for some aspects, for some roles can be limitation, and for other roles could be a resource. Let's say, like, you're living in a small town, and maybe it's a resource for your role as a mother of a child, and you can be rely to your neighbors to, like, really be comfortable with your surroundings. But at the same time, your environment can be a limitation if you are trying to start your business, and it's could be different aspects of it. So how you can use it, how you can expand, how you can explore it. What do you need in your, or what do you need right now? on each level. Do you want to acquire new skills? Do you want to acquire new roles? Or do you want to acquire new environment? So like really, the environment is the least effective pursue. Like the really, if you want to longer lasting effects, go higher. Acquire something that like maybe you acquire new values, like, oh, maybe this should be important for me. So it's very interesting, like really, how is everything depending and how is it different for everybody? And if you wake up this every morning and say like, okay, you can have a mission for a day, you can have a mission or role that you want to explore on different days. And it's, of course, it will be, everything will be aligned with this as well. So if you can try, see what you can experiment, play with this. I'm like, I highly encourage to just to play with this. See, maybe today I want to try role of a businesswoman, or maybe today I want to try a role of a you know, beautiful, happy woman. It's a beautiful role, isn't it? And when you feel comfortable with each role, you may try to learn how to switch between them during the day. That you can have like 1 hour in such role, another hour in another role, and it's be effective between them. And it will require different behaviors, different environments as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm almost done with my rounding. So if you want to add more circles on sides that will represent maybe people, maybe they will represent some like if you need to learn something on different levels, maybe they will represent something that you don't have. Maybe they will represent a coach or a teacher or a mentor or sponsorship who is going to guide you how to expand this level, how to change your something very important on this level. So see which level you want to expand. Like I have a very big circle on the level of okay, so this is a mentor and sponsorship. So like really the teacher. And this whatever you have around you, it may represent people, or it maybe represent just information, some just maybe book or some information that come to you from different resources, and it's maybe enough for you. So see what it is. Maybe you will have a dream and you will have all these answers in your dream. You know that half of the answers is in the question. So you first need to really understand what is the question. What do you need? And when you know what you need, you start looking where you can acquire it. And it's a very effective tool. Like if you start looking at your problem and try to write down, like brainstorm all these possibilities, all these options as it would be for somebody else. There is so many options. The same, you can do the same exercise for everything that you have belief systems and some limiting beliefs. So if you trying to brainstorm for some stranger that has the same issue, if you try to do like brainstorming, what kind of belief systems they can have, what kind of belief they have, most likely, like I believe like it's 99% accuracy that you will write down what your limiting beliefs are. Something that is a very there are some blockages for your personal experiences as well. Okay, so I have my roundings. And I want to bring some circles. Circles can go beyond the page. As we know that in Neurographica, there is no limitations. Like the page really does not limit because you can always expand it. You can glue another page to it. So you can, and our mind is really recognize it as a circle, even if it's just a partial. Circle. So see if you want to add anything else. Circles can be small. There could be many small circles, or there could be one big one. So it's really see which one is resonate with you. So which one is really important for you. Okay, I think I'm done with all this. Wait, there's some corners. There's some corners in my mission. I need to clean my mission. Release all this limitation. There is and if you have if you cannot understand what is your mission, and you have very challenging like experience related to it, like really drives you crazy, like I don't know what is my mission, I don't know what is my purpose, do catharsis in it. Like maybe it will unpack some energies, maybe it will unpack some information for you. So see how it's really resonates if you want to do the catharsis in your mission. And again, the missions can be hidden for quite a long time. You don't understand what you're doing, but you are already doing it. You already resonated. Everything is already aligned with your mission, even if you don't understand what it is. Look at your values. What is important for you? In most cases, if you have all the values will be resonating together about the same topic or in the same purpose. Most likely this is aligned with the mission and what kind of mission it could be. In our Facebook group, we have so many beautiful drawings of totem animals. It's such fun to look like how people really recognize the different totem animals, like in some neurolines. It's really inspiring. So. Okay, so this is my pyramid. Like there is so much. I'm like really looking for mentor and sponsorship, or maybe I'm just looking for some information related to it and how to be more effective myself as a mentor and sponsorship. So you can color as usual. You can color separate circles, or you can color with a flow. See what you want to experience on your drawing. I want to try flow. See how it will be. And highly recommend to use at least 3 colors because it may bring more emotions and more archetypes to your drawing. So the colors are very power levels, like really it's activates so much information. And in energy, inspiration, like when I start coloring, I have so much inspirations. There's so much. Okay, it's interesting. See how different colors will, how much they will take space on your drawing, like how much they will really resonate with the mission. How colors will be aligned with the mission. Or not. Maybe sometimes you have so much colors in the mission and they somehow stop on the belief systems, and see what kind of beliefs are stopping them there. Like, is there anything that we can transform? Like you can do catharsis for each belief system, release the inner constraints related to each belief system, or you can work and see what the opposition of this belief system would be, how you can use this limitation to be your motivations to be your inspiration. So it's another way to try. See if anything needs to be added to your drawing on sides, maybe some more lines, more connections, more people outside, bigger community that you want to be connected, especially if you want to inspire people, if you feel that your mission is to help other people. Create more connections, create quite a web of lines to make sure that you are reaching to other people and people reach to you. Because it will be very hard to help somebody if you isolating yourself. Okay, so this, I have a flow. See what other colors you want, like see what elements you want to highlight. Maybe on this flow you want to highlight some separate circles, or maybe it's some of these colors want to go beyond the pyramid. It can be reaching out to other people, to other to the community. Like if you added some colors, like some circles on the side, see what kind of colors they want to be. You don't have to color everything, like it's not 100% needs to be colored unless you want to. It could be, usually it's a 70% colored looks and 30 white looks nice and not overwhelming. But again, experiment, see what you want, because like for me, quite many of my drawings are 100% colored. So it's really, see what you want, see what this drawing is really, this topic is really motivates you to do. They can, colors can blend, color can you can add some grading, some shadings. You can use some more intense colors along the edges. Just play, see what you want. Like you, in Neurographica, the only rule about colors that you try to connect several segments together to make sure that you see bigger pictures, bigger meanings. So it's something that is really motivates you to And you can color the surroundings as well. You can really blend your pyramid with the surroundings. So it's a just opportunity for you to be connected to different people around you, to different environments, to different behaviors. So see if you want to be connected on, or connected on which level really wants to bring this opportunity to connect. Maybe you just connected on a belief, on the level of beliefs, and it will be very important and very inspiring for you. Or maybe you want to connect on the level of environment. Okay, what else? What else do I want? See which color you want to expand for the mission. And maybe something different is the most important right now. Like maybe it's not even a mission, maybe it's something different. Maybe it's some behavior or maybe skill that you want to acquire right now. So something that you want to concentrate. You may draw another circle between those levels and connect them with something powerful. See if it's really resonates with you. How does it resonate with you? Okay. This way. Explore if any colors, like if every color is presented on different levels, or maybe there is some stuckness, there is some abruption between, some blockages between those levels. See if you want to expand, connect, or maybe highlight some belief system. Maybe it's a new belief system, or maybe it's a new value that you want to ingrain in your perception. Maybe it's a new role that you really feel that you need to explore more. I want to expand this. And if you need to go beyond the borders of this pyramid, please do so. There is no limitations about like how you can grow your pyramid. There is no, like really, should not be limitations for you in the pyramid. Like that, it's a guidance. It can be just as a direction for you, but it's not really that you cannot go. Like you see, my circles go beyond, and there is so much lines go beyond. So please explore, see what is something new there for you. how does it really feel for you to go beyond this borders? It's not easy for some people. See if it feels rebellious for you, like as a rebellion, like, oh, I'm breaking my rules, I'm breaking my limitations. It could be fun to explore. I broke so many rules of mine lately, so it's really give a lot of freedom. And colors may, as I already said, colors may present you, is there any stuckness? Is there any limitations on some level? So maybe there is some something stagnated there. So see what you can establish the flow, how you can help yourself to make sure that the flow is free and dynamic. There's a see which colors wants to go beyond the pyramid to inspire other people. So it could be some new inspirations. Okay. If you want to add more circles on any step of this drawing, please do so. There is no strict rules like, oh, I cannot do it anymore. Like, please do. Like, it's better late than never. So it's experiment. Maybe it will have some different qualities when you add it, and it will integrate all this experience that is underneath, like all this colors that already underneath of those elements. How you maybe want to create some new skills based on everything that you have already. Maybe you want to create new habit or new tradition or behavior related to what you've done before. Or maybe creating something completely new. Maybe not whatever anybody else done before, and you just play with this. See, there's so many opportunities. Okay. Colors can be blended. Colors can go on top of it. So like if you establish the flow, don't stop over, like, because of some of this colors cross each other. So make sure that the flow, if you have a flow, that it's really moving, that it's really expanding easily, freely. Like the Neurographica drawings are very translucent, like they really allow us to see beyond these different layers, how we can explore different levels, different So my mission are like moving down, manifesting. It's really like when you bring the energy from above to the bottom, you allow it to manifest in your environment. You allow it to ground this energy, this vibration. You anchor it in your surroundings, in your physical forms, in your whatever, like in things, confirmation in things. And try to play with different colors, try to blend them, try to see how you can create this unusual combinations. It's a very interesting, like it may give you some very interesting effects. If you want to highlight some of those circles on side, please do so. There is no limitations about it. And if you have any questions, please let me know, because I'm like talking and talking. I'm very happy to hear your questions and your experiences. Pay attention to your body, to your emotions, to your observations. What is going on in you? I'm very curious about the circle. What is it going to be? Or who is it going to be? How do you feel right now after you start coloring, or you still be rounding? So don't rush. If you round, like, please take your time, because it's very important to work on your own pace, that you don't have to rush it out, like move it fast to catch with everybody, because it's will be not a pleasant experience if you try to be as fast as everybody else. maybe your circles outside wants to be completely different color, not what you have inside of your pyramid. Maybe it's a, oh, we have a heart here, very beautiful. And as always, at the end, we are going to do field lines as well. I have like on the side of my pyramid, I have a perfect heart. It's interesting. Why is it on the side? Why is it not in the middle? Okay. I think I'm covered enough. I want to. Okay, so I think it's a perfect time for field lines for me. And again, so field lines can go from the bottom to top and from the top to bottom. See how you want to connect, like you want to reach to your mission, or you want the mission inspire you. See what is really moves you forward. I actually are going to do like exchange of the energy. I'm going to go up. And I'm going to down as well. So I'm reaching and I get inspired. And two, three lines, or maybe more, like see what is really you want to experience. And some of those lines may go on a side, like they may be not perfectly. Okay, so my marker is really dying. Okay. Let's move this energy. And as always, it's created some corners, and we make sure that all this inspiration, all this alignment with the universe, with the mission, with this bigger purposes in our lives, everything is as a motivation, as a guidance, not as a force. So, and I want to be connected to this one. Like for some reason, this is really important. Okay. And lines can be divided, they can be merging, they can cross each other. So if you want, if you feel like it's needed. choose this one. So. They can, lines can create their own path. It's not necessary they have to follow all those lines that you had before. So see if universe really wants to change a little bit your direction. It's maybe can help you to go through some blockages, maybe some establish a stronger flow of the energy. See what is. Okay. Pay attention, like after we done the field lines, pay attention, how do you breathe? How does it really resonate in your body? All this alignment with the universe. I have like very deep breathing like right now. So is there any changes, any feelings in your, any sensations in your body? So constantly bring attention to your body, to your emotions, to your insights, to your mind. Like there is a and it's okay if you don't see all those writings on like how as you had on this pyramid. It still be remembered by your mind, and that's you can just see where is this where is the highest charge, where is the energy is on your pyramid wants to be expanded. Is there any constraints on your drawing? Okay. So the triangle is a very powerful shape by itself. So how do you really feel like working with triangles? It's we're almost dissolved with all the circles around it, but it still has this power within it. How to be presented to this shape. Did it resonate with you? Did you like it? Or is it was a little bit intense for you? So just observe, just notice how that, is there any difference when you draw circles and when you draw triangles, especially such a big one. Like I'm usually in course, like when we draw at least one triangle, like draw at least 5, maybe even 8 circles, because it's we need to balance this energy. We need to make sure that it's if there is any actions that we need to do, that it's or harmonious actions, that it's not just reactions, that it's not just act for the sake of action, but because there will be, could be some temptations just react instead of consciously take responsibility for your actions. And I hope that you will use this energy to change something in your logical levels, on any level. Like if you want to move forward and acquire some skills, or if you want to change something in your behavior, some hobbies or some other, or maybe you want to review your values and your belief system. And beliefs are not always required to be related to the religion or spiritual. It could be just beliefs that related to different genders, different other aspects of like people and community, and to pretty much to anything. Like the destructive limiting beliefs are usually have the very similar structure. They start as like A equal B, or they start like if A, then B. So some conclusions, like if you have such a linear beliefs, like if you're doing this, it means that you are good, or if you're doing this, it means that you are bad. Those are most likely are limiting beliefs. They don't like try to look at them, see what could be the limitation about them. Is there any chance that you can, there could be some changes there? And when people really experience trauma, the trauma usually happens on the level of environment or behavior, like on the bottom. But it's if there is a lot of emotional charge to it, it's kind of sucked into higher levels, like really like we're like, oh my gosh, it's bad stuff happened to me because I'm bad, and you can even change the role. You can even change the identity. Like if something happened to me, such a horrible stuff, that's something wrong with me. So be very aware that it still be The trauma is here. You don't really have to adjust the top of it, but it could be. It could be, especially when it happens with children at an early age. All of this, for them, they really learn from the environment, and it's very important to understand that it's by affecting the environment, for children, it will be affected every level, and as a result, they will acting from the identity and believe in this. So it's a very important, like if you experience any trauma, you still be connected to people who still recognize yourself as a beautiful person, as a seeing you as a healthy, in a healthy role, in a healthy active role. So don't isolate yourself, because there will be temptation after trauma. You want to isolate yourself, and when you all by yourself and you don't have a reflection from other people, there will be much more chances that you will suck this trauma deeper in your soul, deeper in your pyramid of logical levels. Yeah. Be around people who can be your mentors, who can be your sponsors, who can be really dedicate their time and attention and energy to support you. Who will remind you that you are not a victim, you are a beautiful person, beautiful soul, that you still have a beautiful mission in life, and just be present. They don't really need to talk about it, but they need to be present. They need to be, you need to feel connected to them. Okay, I feel I rounded almost all my corners. And one more thing that is very important. What do you want to remember? What do you want to highlight on your drawing? So again, like after this beautiful field lines, which helps to establish the flow, what do you want to remember? What do you want to anchor? Where is this energy coming from? Like, is it mission for you, or is it something else? Maybe it's some belief, new belief that, or maybe it's a new role that you want to explore, and you want to remember, you want to invest more energy and develop maybe new skill that is very important for you. So see what you want to learn. Okay. I will just explore my mission, because it feels like a very, very new. Even I knew about it already for several years, but it's sometimes it's not enough just knew your mission. It's not enough just knew your purpose in life, but how you can really accept it, like actively accept it. Take like, okay, so from this moment, I will start align everything with this. Because sometimes we know that, like, okay, oh yes, I was told many times that I will be, let's say, a healer or something else. but I feel it's not time yet. Do you feel that it's time right now? Do you feel like it's a time for you, right? To take some new roles for you. And again, like if you have a mission, everything around, not just this role, but everything around, this mission is on top of the pyramid, on the top of this multiple pyramids, and it's inspire everything. So there will be energy, there will be this vibration presented in everything you do. It's not just related to this specific role. It could be related to everything else in your life. My mission is keep growing. Like I had not enough. Like I had not enough. And it's interesting. For example, the healer would be on the bottom level, or maybe on the behavioral, like if you really teach the people how to change some actions in their lives. But teacher, like if you're teaching how to be their own healers, will be on the level up. So it's you see on which level you want to support people. It's a very interesting how you can adjust yourself depending on what you want to affect, like what kind of effect you want to have in people's lives. You still be changing yourself, but it's will have you may recognize it more, like be more aware, like which level you want to go. Do you want just provide this services, or you want to provide this knowledge, or you want to provide some better understandings, or some train how to behave? And it's interesting that people really coming with different on different levels. Like some people in the practice, they come and asking for some, I need to as a child, like they really need to be taken care, they need to be listened, they need to be supported. Some other people need to be trained what they need to change in their behavior. So it's not just like you can provide different services, but people will ask for different services. They will ask for different support, and it's beautiful that it could be different. That it doesn't have to be all the time the same for different people. It's a very dynamic pyramid for me. And at the end, like I'm already getting closer to the end, see what's new you discovered about your topic. What's new you learned about yourself related to the topic? Is there any insights? Is there any feelings, emotions, something new that you learned about yourself, something new you learned about your motivations, about your reactions to some situations. Maybe there is already a plan what you need to do to change your environment, how you can change it, or if you even want to change it, because not everyone wants to change. And our mind is doesn't want to change. Like, it really wants to be stable. It wants to be concrete. It wants to be everything to be predicted. And there will be some resistance, of course, when you do, when you try something new. So don't be discouraged by the resistance. Embrace it. Recognize it as okay, I'm getting close. That's why my body resists, like my mind is resistant. So it's could be a motivation in resistance. It could be confirmation of change in your resistance. So it's don't stop, move forward, learn something new about yourself, take your actions, take your responsibilities. So it's a very big amount of information I gave you today. Okay, so and it's interesting. I usually so eager to start shining the if I see something that reminds me sun, I start do all the rays of light, and I don't want to do it yet. I'm like, I'm perfectly fine where I am right now. There is a lot of energy there, and there is some energy here, and it's enough for me. So I really attuned to my experiences, and I think this will be enough for today. I'm very curious about what is this circle represents. Okay, so let's just a second. Well, very well aligned, like everything so straight. So I love how gentle colors you have. I really, and I love that you have big circles around your pyramid. I still encourage you to make a little bit more lines along those edges so they look more organic, more natural. So it's not like just like straight lines. It's like something is growing on top of it. Some beautiful veins or some beautiful flowers could be.
Yeah, I'm definitely not done. That's for sure.
And okay. See how the pink, I don't see, like, is it going to be connected to the mission pink? Because there's two strong flows. It goes.
Everything
is somehow, there will be, because right now it's a quite pale pink.
Oh, it's a pale pink.
Oh, it's a pale pink. Okay. Because it's hard to see. Well, yeah. I love the green color that you have. Like, the green color is very interesting, and how it's interesting how you highlighted different circles. It's they really stand on each other. They really support each other. There is some kind of in the same color as your role,
as my identity.
So do you want to share what is your identity related to this one? Or is it
my identity? What I want to achieve is basically be a partner, be in a partnership.
Good, like a very good. So it's I love this the way you phrase it. Very beautiful lines outside the pyramid, like really very dynamic, very alive. So this big circle on one of the sides is like really brings a lot of energy and attention, and there is such a connection to it. I'm like a really beautiful.
Thank you.
Thing. Yeah. So you have you done already field lines?
No, not yet.
Okay, so because I'm trying to recognize them.
No.
So, and when
I'm
you
probably
do
gonna make this one.
Okay. And when you do the field lines, you can go with one field lines to the big circle as well to make sure that you connect your pyramid with this one. And you have some circles on another side as well.
I'll probably do one in the middle and then one this way and then one this way.
Okay. So, yeah. Beautiful. Very gentle, very gentle colors. I love the gentleness.
Can I show you the update of my last one?
Okay.
My fox.
Oh my gosh. It's a very, is it, what is it on the left side? Like on the brown, is it another eye?
So this one actually ended up looking like my dog Turkish, the one I told you the story about. I was like, I gotta make it him, I guess. So
oh, it's just from the side, like it's just looking side.
It looks like he's kissing the fox. And then this one looks like a bird of some sort. And then this one looks, I think, like a platypus.
Platypus.
Came from the conversation.
And we actually, on Friday, we had a student from Australia, and he said that platypus like still be existing. So some updates, like they did not extinct.
That's what I'm saying. I somehow he showed up in my picture.
A lot of information on you in your mind right now.
And then I just kind of saw this as representing kind of Earth, you know, like rock or something, and then the sky and the sun. And I haven't figured out something for this situation here, but
I love how these colors really supporting each other, like how they really like puzzle pieces really stuck to each other and make the whole picture. And it's there is some blind spot yet, but I just pay attention what is going to be appearing there. So it will be interesting to observe. Like really,
I was surprised at how these guys started showing up, for sure.
See what kind of qualities they bring to you, what you can learn from them, what they can inspire you, what they can motivate you to do. Like really, it's a beautiful opportunity to learn from nature. Yeah, I love this pink bird. It's like really very gentle. Nose to nose to your dog.
I had to bring something soft in there because there's so much red and orange here.
Orange is very powerful. It's like really fiery, very, very strong. Nice. I love how strong. I'm like, I love strong pictures. How different, like your pyramid is so gentle and this is like very powerful. So maybe you can use this power and brightness, like it's really bright. So how you can expand your brightness in your life.
Yeah, I really like it. I was, it definitely looked a little weird in the beginning, but I definitely like it a lot more now.
Thank you for sharing. It's a very interesting how these drawings really start developing by its own, and you just discover something new from them, like something hidden.
Yeah.
Does anyone else wants to share your drawings for today or from another days?
I can share mine from today.
Okay.
My camera somehow isn't working. Oops, what's going on?
Okay, so I get it. Wow, you have quite a mission. It's like really big, powerful. I love how big it is. So very dynamic. It's and it's interesting how the energy is moving from the bottom to top. It's really like there is a flames from the environment actually to inspire, bring the energy there. But there is a energy moving. I love how there is nothing really stagnated. Everything is moving.
I thought I didn't see the triangle at the end, but I still see it.
You can
blend it somehow.
You can go along edges and just create this soft edges with the narrow lines, like I will show in a moment. So just like draw some narrow lines along those lines and around the corners of this crossing, so because it will be smoothing everything. Some of the areas like smoothed with colors, but like on the left side, like there is a very
yellow one,
strong. Yellow is a little bit strong. Pay attention that like there is so much circles on the bottom. Explore a little bit more the level of beliefs and values. What really you value, what really makes you motivate, like what do you what makes value for you and what does not, what is important, what is not, because it will define the priorities for everything else you do.
So did you say that in order to change, for example, the top, we go from the bottom, or I just
you can go from both ways. Like you can start, like if you have a topic that you want to change, you see like what you have right now, what you are not satisfied with, you move to next level. What do you do to change it? What kind of skills you need to acquire to change your behavior, to change your environment? And what kind of values you need to acquire or need to activate or give them priority to align everything downhill. You can go directly to the level of role and maybe like, okay, so if I'm not satisfied with some role here, like with the environment, maybe I go directly and change my role. If I believe that I can be effective, like not a businessman, but maybe effective employer, or maybe some an artist, or maybe I can be some other role that really can that you admire and you want to be the same. You take this role, you try it on, see how does it fit, and try to change, like, okay, so if I'm in this role, what will be my values? Do I feel comfortable with those values or not? So you can go from the bottom to, or from the top to bottom, or from the bottom to top, because it will be, energy will be circulating, it will be changing, like from the environment, it could be your resource or limitations, or your role can be resource or limitation. So it's very important to try both ways, see how it really. I really love how colorful and how dynamic it is. Like you have like all the spectrum of colors. Can you take it a little bit back so I can see your mission a little bit? Yeah. And I love how all those colors like really moving down. The yellow a little bit, there is some interrupted flow, but the green and orange are very powerful. So see if you want to strengthen, like make stronger the flow of yellow color. So.
But how can I, if I already all colored, is it any ways to make it stronger?
You can go on top of pink.
On top of pink, but it will show up? Will it show up?
It will have a little bit different color, but it's still be like you need to establish the flow in your mind, like that you go through, that the flow is not interrupted. It's maybe intervened with something else. It's maybe in some intersections with other colors, but at least in your mind there will be a flow. That it's not just...
I see. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Natalia. Okay, anybody else wants to show their beautiful pyramids?
Yeah.
Wow, you have busy surroundings, so very powerful. Really, like you were able to dissolve this pyramid and everything that is going on around yours. And I love how this role that like very well defined, like you really there is no question what is important. What you highlighted, it's a very important, and how is it supported by mission and by everything else. I love the strong flow of energy. Orange and yellow is really it's like from the distance when I look, it's like it feels like Titan, you know, this what's the Greeks or Greeks mythology, it's Titans like holding the sky. And somehow yours look like you holding the sky.
Yeah, looks like that. Yeah.
So how does it feel to dissolve the pyramid in surroundings, like when so much going on around you at the same time?
It is. It switched the what is important from being focused on self to focus on others. It's changed the focus.
Okay, beautiful. I'm looking at myself like I still be very focused on myself. There is a lot to learn. There is a lot to dissolve yet. So yeah. Thanks for sharing. Like it's a very inspiring. So I will draw the same pyramid on Friday. So hopefully there will be more dissolving. Anybody else? Lisa, do you want to share with us yours? Okay. Look how much you wrote. Like there is so much details you have. Mission, enormous. Like it's really powerful. And how is it really feminine? It's interesting how it's really feminine. So first of all, I would say it's the gentlest drawing you've ever done. The gentlest, the most feminine drawing I've seen from you. I love it. There is a lot of details that you paid attention, but the flow is really strong and very powerful. I love how huge is your mission. I love how big you see yourself in this one. It's a very, very inspiring. So I see the very big and powerful circle on one side. There is nothing on another one. On the blue side, I don't see any circles. I cannot hear you. And I still don't hear you.
Yes, no circles on the blue side. Oops.
Now you turn off. Okay, no circles. Okay.
So no circles on the blue side. Very surprised by the size of the circle on the top, because I'm struggling with what's next. But there it was. But yes, no circles on the blue, but many notes.
So it's really very interesting how this pink color is supported by yellow, and yellow like it could be intellectual, represent intellect, but somehow it's like it's really like consciousness is moving down. So you could be like really the channel of the consciousness. I love how strong it is. It's a little bit interrupted on the bottom.
Mhm.
So there is some blockages and some
Yes.
distractions there, but it's moving and it's very strong. So see if you want to connect it and align a little bit more with yellow, but the pink is very, like, see how much pink you have on the bottom. It's like really very, I love it. Thanks a lot for sharing. I love how strong is the flow of pink. And see what the pink really represents to you. What the pink is really resonates with you, because it's a different people have different associations. So what the maybe if you don't have clear vision what the pink is for you, see if there will be any messages around with the next few days, and you will have some, wow, I've never associated like pink with this and that. So there could be some information coming to you.
Mhm.
Like
Well, thank
really
you.
very powerful. I love how powerful it is. Like,
All right, I
like,
dedicate this one to you. It was good work. I could feel the heat rising and lots of energy.
thank you. It's a very inspiring. If I can inspire people to do such work, I'm like, I'm good.
Yes.
Okay, ladies. Wow, 15:00. Like it's like military time in Seattle. So perfect timing. So thanks a lot. It was a quite big subject, and it's really affecting many aspects of our lives and how we can be aligned with those aspects with all those different levels. And I encourage you to try to analyze and see, maybe draw different roles that you are presenting and how you what is important for you, how you can change them, if especially if there's something that you don't like right now. Like there is always environmental level is really helps you to identify, like, okay, so if I'm not satisfied with this or that, what I can change. There is always opportunity to change, to improve, to expand, to explore. So highly recommend you to try new possibilities and new horizons. Thanks a lot. It was my pleasure to work with you. There's a lot of talking today, and I hope it was helpful. I'll see you next week, and thanks. A lot of thanks to you.
Friday?
So.
Thank you, dear Anna.
Yes, Friday, there will be class on Friday. There
Okay.
will be the same topic, so you can pick another role if you want to join us. Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thanks a lot, ladies. So have a great day. I
Bye-bye.
hope
You.
summer is good at your place. We finally have hot days in Seattle. There was quite hot 2 days in a row. So
It is hot.
2 days in a row, it's our summer. So thanks a lot. See you soon.
Bye, Anna.